As we are officially in the year of 2025, we couldn't leave you all without talking about the year that was in 2024, better known as the Flex Zone Podcast's Goofies of the Year for the year of 2024. God's favorite host with the right hand man, the Commandalorian, the voice of reason, and the captain of the Goofy ship, Crevonte Bebe. First and foremost, Happy New Year, my guy. And why are we here today with the good people?
Happy New Year, brother. We are here to look back at the year that was, man. Like you said, 2024 was a crazy year, and I want to do my top 3 Goofies of the year. You guys, if you're familiar with the show, or even if you're not familiar with the show, I do Goofies of the week pretty much every show, every week, towards the end of the show. But at the end of the year, I like to look back and reflect on all the Goofies that happened in 2024 or whatever the previous year was, and try to break down the top 3, which can be very difficult because we got 12 months worth of goofiness, but I do my best to break down what I think is the top 3 Goofies of the year. And but yeah, man, that's what we about to get into, man.
Well, let's not keep people waiting any longer. Crevonte, as mentioned, we do this every year. The past few years, exclusively on YouTube. So shout out to everybody on YouTube watching. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, comment. What was your favorite moment or goofiest moment of 2024? I know Crevonte likes to start low and end high, but however you look at it, it's going to be goofy no matter what. As we talk about not only sports on the podcast, but pop culture and what a year in 2024 was. And we couldn't do this show without the leadoff hitter, the one who calls out the goofiness, our brother Goof, for the first time in the new year.
Of course. Something wrong here.
Stupid. Just stupid. Well, now that's goofy. Well, jam. Oh, jam.
Crevonte, the people want to know what's on your lavish list. You usually do like a top 3. If people want to know, peel back the curtain, kind of your thought processes. Like you said, 12 months, a lot of stuff to digest, especially on the goofy side.
So you're right, Byron. It's a lot, 12 months worth of goofiness, and we do a weekly show. So, we got somewhere, we take a couple weeks off for holidays. So we got somewhere between 45 and 50, shows. So I got a goofy or 2 pretty much every show. Sometimes there's some late entries, and sometimes there's some that happen earlier in the year that just hold strong. So like we were talking a little bit before we got on, but we really turned into like a more than just a sports show. Yeah, that's our foundation, that's our basis, but we talk about current events and things that's actually going on in the world, like politics. We were talking about the presidential election, music. We talk about a variety of things, even though our basis is sports. But we I like to think we're still pretty hip, and we're pretty aware. We're still in the media. So just thinking about everything that happened in 2024, from January all the way to December. The heaviest hitter, and I'm just speaking about my process of how I get here. I'm not really getting to my top 3 yet, but Cat Williams started this thing off crazy with Club Shay Shay, and I know Shannon Sharp has got to be thanking his lucky stars that he brought Cat Williams on, that really put Club Shay Shay on the map. And I'm hearing Cat Williams is coming back. This might be an annual thing. So in the next couple of days, there's probably going to be a part 2 on Club Shay Shay with right of Club Shay Shay featuring Cat Williams. And I word on the street is he's going to go harder than he did previously. So I think last year, I think it's probably still doing views. It's still doing numbers right now. And now we about to have a part 2, which is probably gonna be more than previously. So definitely anticipating that to see how we're gonna kick off 2025 with all the goofiness. But the things that he was talking about in that interview kind of set the stage for how 2024 laid out between, you know, the goofiness of the industry, how not even just the music industry, just Hollywood in general. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't know, is that Hollywood is not just involved in movies. Hollywood is just like, it's the stage. Hollywood is the stage until in which how everything else lays, you know what I'm saying? So you know, Hollywood got their hand in sports, movies, TV shows, you know, pretty much anything that can be viewed, Hollywood possibly has a hand in on. And wow, that 2 billion, it was 2 billion views. My
Yeah. And as you said that, Cravante, I'm like, can we stream that? I might have to see what we can do, man. I know some people do like streams of other goofy shows to pop the balloon and things like that. So I don't know. We may have to
yeah,
look into that. But just thought I'd put that factoid up. So yes.
wow. Wow. So but you see, that's how 2024 kicked off. And like I said, we got into politics, goofiness, music, you know, Drake, Kendrick, you know, Jay-Z, Diddy, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. And then we got some latecomers. You know, you can get Goofy of the Year, even if you popped out Thanksgiving, you could get Goofy of the Year. You popped out in December, you could get Goofy of the Year. So yeah, it's just so much to think of. But I try to do a mixture of sports and pop culture, you know, whatever's going on. Because like I said, we've been growing since way back in the day when we used to do the power. We used to do the power reviews. You know, and there are different things. There are different things like that. So we're really growing, really growing, and more than more than just a sports show. But shoot, we could go into it. We're doing it. I'm doing the top 3. This is no particular order. Because it's just all 3 of them are extremely goofy. Oh wow, what is the biggest moments? Going to
I'm sure we'll touch on some of these.
yeah, you're right. We surely will. Because of my top 3, the first one I'm going to jump into was P. Diddy. Sean P. Diddy Combs, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever the streets want to call him. I think he was known as Brother Love for a minute. Any other wild nicknames he's associated himself with. 2024 was crazy from the jump. I want to say
finish him, Daddy.
Sorry.
I want to say it was about March when well, there's always been a lingering thing about Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't new. I don't think nobody is like surprised or shocked that this is how. It's just that in 2024 is when it all spilled over, because, you know, in the industry, when you're as high as you are, as such as Diddy is, you're involved with the music, the liquor, you involved in so many different things, making a band. One of the funniest things ever. Shout out to Dave Chappelle for making fun of that. But Diddy background has always been sketchy, to say the least. Always been sketchy, always been crazy. And things really kind of popped out. And even the incident with him and Sean, I think back when he was with Jennifer Lopez, Sean ended up going to jail on some on a mishap that happened at a club or whatever. It finally got to a head. It finally came to a head. In 2024, his house was raided. He got so they came out, they raided his house. He was still out in the streets. Then they came back picked him up, went to jail, tried to bail himself out. I think it was, I heard as high as $50 million, and they was like, nah, because you're obviously a flight risk. Obviously a flight risk. And then the video came out. What was the last person that he was with? They got the 30
Oh, with
mil.
Cassie, yeah, the Cassie video.
Oh man,
Cassie video.
oh man, that video came out when I think that was a hotel footage. So they get a little bit of the goofiness too. And that video was gruesome, man. It was real bad. Like talking about something and hearing about something is different than actually seeing it. Anyway, so much has happened, so much has gone on, and the stuff that has gone on at these Diddy parties, aka the FBI call it the freak offs. I ain't call it that. I ain't call it that. The FBI call it the freak offs. You know what I'm saying? And they named it many a times in their court documents. It's been alleged that a bunch of wild stuff happens at these Diddy parties with a bunch of other celebrities. So there's a bunch of CEOs that have stepped down from their respective companies right after Diddy got caught up. And I just think that's interesting because, like, why all these high-powered gentlemen saying, you know what, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? And there's also been alleged that there's been some underage people at these underage young people at these freak offs. And it's Diddy looks like he looks like Pandora's box at this point. And this is going to go into 2025 because Diddy is associated with a bunch of people, a lot of people, a lot of power, a lot of people with a lot of money. And it's Diddy's not going down by himself. He's just pretty much the first domino to fall in this mess, but he is painted in a terrible light. And not to say that Diddy was ever really an overly nice person. It's been documented that he's gotten to it with some people, and people have gotten hurt. People got in jail time behind Diddy. So nobody's shocked and nobody's surprised, but it all coming to a head from the raiding, the baby oil. Like Johnson, first of all, Johnson has taken a hit for years now. A hit from their powder to now the baby oil. Johnson is like, yo, what's really good? Said it was 1,000. Was it either 1,000 cases or 1,000 bottles of baby lotion, baby oil, whatever it is? It's an absurd amount.
It's like bottles, thousands of bottles.
I don't know how you go around. Yeah, at some point, you're not. First of all, what is this? What are we doing? What is this?
Hey man, the internet is a crazy place, Crevonte. We got to pull out all the goofiness, man.
Is that no? All right. So yes, the baby, the raid, the baby oil, the allegations, all came out in 2024, and it all spilled out, and it's beyond goofy. It's beyond goofiness because, like, bro, it's some things that I don't think necessarily need the curtain to be pulled back on, and I feel like it's going to get pulled back, and we're going to see a lot of stuff that we don't want to see. And that's the scary part. And we're going to find out that a lot of people involved is people that we don't want to see in that light. You know what I'm saying? So, god damn, I've got the Beebs. The Beebs been down ever since, man. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
So, yeah, been down real bad. But that is one of the goofies of the year. One of the biggest ones of any year to date. So that's one. Two, we gotta go to music. We gonna go to the music industry, man. It's Aubrey Graham. Aubrey Graham, and also known as Drake. There was a beef, and we don't get this too often in the music industry. We got a beef. We had a legit beef. We had a lot of little ones, but this was like a legit one. Like, all right, yo, these two cats really don't bang with each other. So Drake and Kendrick Lamar was the biggest music beef we've had in quite some time. And we just talked about one person, Diddy, that wasn't well liked in the industry, or really period, because of how he treats people and all this and that. But there's a lot of people that don't care for Drake either. He's made a lot of enemies over the years, between his sneak dissing, between sneak dissing, getting with folks' baby mothers, saying wild stuff, doing wild stuff in his music. It's he's, let me to say the least, he's rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. I guess I could say that about Diddy too. But anyway, Drake and Kendrick Lamar had a wild back and forth in what we call beef, right? Heavy back and forth. It looked like he's some heavy hitters. We know what Kendrick Lamar is on the lyrical side of the game, and Drake is the biggest musical artist, out, at the time, or now, period, doesn't matter. So they going back and forth, and it started with, Drake. It was Drake. It was J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? It was those three at first, and J. Cole, excuse me, he got up out of there. He started and he got up out of there. Actually, if we look back, I think he was one of my goofies early in the year. Still love him. Don't think any less of him. It was just my issue was that he started it and then backed out. It was like, we know what J. Cole is on the lyrical side of the game too, in the rap game and all that. One of the best, but didn't like how that played out. Definitely didn't like how that played out. But anyway, come to find out, it looks like J. Cole, maybe J. Cole got a peek behind the blinds and was like, yeah, maybe I don't even want I really don't want no parts of this, because it got ugly. It got really, really, really ugly. Drake started talking about Kendrick Lamar's family, and Kendrick Lamar pulled back the curtains on some things, because Drake has been hiding some things. He had a secret kid out there, all this and that. And in so many words, well, not in so many words, in one major word, Kendrick Lamar called him a pedophile. And one of the hottest tracks we've heard in quite some time. And they're not like us. And there was a build up. There was a build up to that. You know what I'm saying? There was, oh snap. Yeah, man. Is that Mr. Mac and Cheese?
Yes.
Of course it is. So yeah. But yeah, they were going back and forth on the musical side, and Kendrick Lamar just hit him with a 2-piece, but that second one was They Not Like Us, and he dropped the lyrics dropped. It was crazy. He did a music video, and before that he did a pop-out concert on I think that was 4th of July. I think that was a pop-out concert he did on 4th of July. And then Juneteenth. It was something he did something on Juneteenth and he did something on 4th of July. I forgot which one. One was the pop art concert and one was the music video dropping. And it was insane. Like the pop art concert had everybody. He had gang members up there dancing, gang members that don't like other gang members dancing with each other on, on the west side, west coast, west side of the game. DeMar DeRozan was out there, Russell Westbrook was out there, LeBron James was out there, and that's Drake's boy, LeBron, and thankfully his wife kept him in the crowd because he wanted to crip walk and dance and all that with the rest of them up there. But we know his relationship with Drake, and he just kept taking hit after hit, and the finishing blow was They Not Like Us. But and I think it was pretty clear that he lost the beef. He lost the beef. But that wasn't the worst part. Drake accused was that MGM, their label,
UMG, yeah, UMG, yeah,
Universal.
It's all under the same thing. It don't matter. They all under the same umbrella. I mean,
so he accused, and this I need you to understand, like, this record has done stupid numbers. This record has done numbers rivaling like Cat Williams and Club Shay Shay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad when we got like kids like singing this, quoting this. It's real bad. And he accused UMG of basically boosting, I guess boosting the sound, like saying, like, really promoting and pushing this record, even though him and Kendrick are under the same label. He's accusing them of really pushing They Not Like Us really, really hard, and obviously it's painting them in a bad light. But he filed an action suit, pretty much like the prequel to a lawsuit. They saying like, yo, they're doing an investigation saying if this is true or not. Drake has been accused of being a culture vulture. And he's really how do I say, he's really pushing like the rap culture, hip hop culture, black culture. He's really been like really engulfed in the culture. And I think Kendrick really struck a chord with him, because in saying he's not like us, well, they not like us, really talking about Drake. He's not of the culture. He's not for the culture. He's not of the culture. Not, he's not one of us, but he's really benefiting from the culture a whole lot. Money wise, popularity, all that. But he's not one of us, but he's continuing to benefit from us. And basically, that's not right. And lo and behold, I think he was right, because Drake, what did Drake do? Just like our those folks that's on the other side, on the Caucasian side, you know what I'm saying? They put their finger up, and it's like, I'm calling the people. I'm calling the law in some way, shape, or form. He didn't call the police, but he brought up a potential lawsuit, which is pretty much ultimately the same thing. Come on, bro. Drake, what are we doing? This was music. You're supposed to be going back and forth about music. And now you're basically putting out a lawsuit against your label for pushing the product of somebody else who's also on your label, because it makes you look like, because it puts you in a bad light. Like you wasn't saying no wild stuff to him. It's just that the stuff that he said back hit a little bit harder and a little bit deeper. And who really cares if it's true or not? You know what I'm saying? That's not really the point. It's just, why, bro? This is supposed to be left on the court. This is like we playing basketball. You getting dogged and you lose, but now you want to fight. Nah, bro, leave it on the basketball court. Leave that mess in the studio. Now it's getting ugly, and you really proving Kendrick right the whole time. You not with us. You not about us, because we don't do that. That's not how we rock. You know what I'm saying? We handle our stuff, the form that we need to handle it. We won't get other people involved. And Drake, was the first thing he do? Use his influence to try to get a lawsuit going. I don't even know. I ain't even heard nothing in a couple months about it. So I don't even know where it's at or where it's gone. But the fact that it got brought up is a problem. Very, very, very goofy, bro. And Drake is still Drake. He gonna still put out, something, I guess, and it's gonna get some type of traction because he's Drake. I know Kendrick Lamar put some stuff out, and man, that thing crazy. And also, last but not least, Kendrick Lamar is going to be headlining the halftime show of the Super Bowl. And now with this, look that's Drake pointing. Look at him. That's Drake right there. If that's a picture of Drake, that like describes Drake, that's him. He did it. But it's not even like. It's not like he's like snitching or anything, because like we all saw it happen, we all heard it happen. But you bring in the law in this, like, bro, this is what be music, bro. And really, truthfully, you kind of started it. you started it, bro. But now you want to get the feds and all them involved. Like, bro, get out of here, please. So Kendrick Lamar saying they not like us, really talking about Drake in this case. He's not. He's absolutely factually accurate with this. It is what it is. But so that was one. Like I said, we do sports, we do pop culture, talk a little bit about everything. But my last one is going to be very much sports related. The most recent Heisman Trophy winner, which means, he was the best player in college football, all of college football. The Heisman Trophy is given to the best player in college football. And you would think that would be a joyous occasion. You know what I'm saying? He should be celebrated, congratulated. And it's supposed to be a happy time. You know what I'm saying? His brother's going to get drafted. He's going to have an opportunity to play in the NFL and make a whole lot of money. But that's been overshadowed. That's been overshadowed by his fiance. Those of y'all that don't know, I'm talking about Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is a two-way player, college football, plays for the Colorado Buffaloes. Under coach Deion Primetime Sanders. He plays wide receiver and cornerback, and he does a damn good job at both. Thus, him winning the thus him winning the Heisman Trophy. But he has a fiance that's kind of popped out, and she's causing a little bit of ruckus, you know, to say the least. I think one of the first things I saw was because they have a presence on, I believe, TikTok, and they do like videos and stuff together, something like that. And she said in front of everybody, she was saying in front of everybody, that that wasn't, he wasn't my type. You know what I'm saying? Just really like, we shouldn't be together energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I guess she painted a picture of like, oh, I didn't like him at first, he's not really my type. And I gave him a chance, and we're here. That's how she's painting that picture. And Travis Hunter just being goofy next to her, cheesing all this, and I'm just like, brother, what are you doing? What are you doing? There's been more stuff come out. They've been together for 5 years. There's video out where she's at, a function, a party, maybe about 3 years ago, which means, within the 5-year period. And there's been videos surfacing showing her with other dudes at parties, in a bedroom, just basically really bad, putting her in a really bad light for a young lady that's supposedly in a relationship. And just making my man Travis Hunter look really, really crazy in these streets. And Travis Hunter, low key, and maybe not even low key, I would say crashed out, on, I want to say Instagram Live or something like that. Basically trying to defend, defend what's going on. Basically telling everybody about their business. They don't know what's going on. But, and this is the hard part that, I don't think he'll understand. And it's hard for somebody in that position to understand. Brother, you're famous. You are famous, which means the people that are in your immediate circle can get fame too. You know what I'm saying? Especially like your significant other and stuff like that. They're famous too now. You know what I'm saying? We may not know their name, but we know that's Travis Hunter's girl. You know what I'm saying? And when stuff comes out and this is out on the internet and all that stuff, you can't stop it, brother. You can't do nothing about it. If anything, things get worse. And I think you have to understand like the stuff that's coming out and stuff that she's been doing, and it doesn't seem like she's for you, Travis. It doesn't seem like she's for you. And I know it seems like, oh, the world is against him. The world doesn't want to see him happy. But nah, man, like brothers your age are messing their lives up because they picking the wrong woman to be with. It's a thing. And that's across any sport. Like she popped out, well, not popped out, but had a comment under Anthony Edwards picture showing him the heart eyes and all this and that, giving him attention and all this and that. And Anthony Edwards got his own thing going on. Anthony Edwards got his own, things that he got to deal with. These young athletes, these young ball players are really getting with these older women, having babies. It happens all over the place, man. people are just trying to look out for you. Bow Wow jumped out there, said something. Why would they make this shirt? Why would they make this shirt, bro? Why?
Hey man, I'm trying to get the money.
What? People better not buy these shirts to be wearing them, bro. Don't wear these shirts to
Damn
be
shame.
wearing them. Like going to the games, be like, yo, your girl, bro. And don't mess around and marry her. Jesus Christ. Like that's on a shirt. That's forever, bro. But people just looking out for you, man. And of all people, your coach been through some stuff as well. So I mean, please tread lightly. It's crazy. He's only 21 and he been with this girl for quote unquote, 5 years or whatever. Oh, man. And it's like he's gonna get exposed to more stuff because he already has a internet, he has a presence on the internet. He's the best college football player. He's going to the NFL. He's probably gonna be a top 3 pick. It's going to get worse from here if you have a girl like that in your immediate circle, because the internet not gonna forget. You do well, you do bad. The internet not going to forget. Oh my gosh. And I forgot this point. I don't know if you know Byron. She has a brother. She has a brother that she has a brother that actually let her know, because I don't think it's crazy. It's crazy how people could be so famous, but there's still people that don't really know about them. Her brother found out that they were communicating, Travis Hunter and her sister. I don't even know the girl name. What I don't even know the girl name, but found out that they were communicating, and he's like, "Yo, do you know who that is?" Of course, her not really knowing, just the guy I'm talking to. Like, "Yo, do you know that's Travis Hunter?" Like, he's gonna be. That's what she said. But he's like, "Yo, he got a name, yo. Like, he's it. Like, yo, you need to." And did this be paraphrasing? I'm just saying, like, her brother let her know who she was dealing with, because obviously she didn't know. So I think that was a way to like, yo, this is you securing your future. You know what I'm saying? At this point. And now supposedly Travis and her brother are best friends and they live together. You know what I'm saying? All 3 of them in a nice lavish house with that I'm sure he paid with that NIL money. Travis got a nice,
just stupid.
Got a nice house, man. Nice lavish house. And now his brother, him and her brother are supposedly best friends. Now, I'm just saying, bro, open your eyes, man. Open your eyes. You engaged. Y'all not married. I heard there was a rumor that she was pregnant. Hopefully that's not true. But listen, man, there's still a way out. There is still a way out. You don't have to do this. And he deactivated his Instagram. Because obviously I'm sure the comments got to be a bit much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want Travis Hunter to be added to the long list of young brothers making poor choices and partners. He still has the opportunity to get up out of this. Because trust me, he's Travis Hunter. He has a name for himself. He's gonna be a top 3 pick in the NFL draft. He will probably have the pick of who he wants to be with. He's so young. He's 21. No reason to be locked down. No reason to be locked down right now, man. Your options are going to be through the roof. Through the roof. So, I mean, I don't want that for him. He has everything going for him. He should have a partner that's going for him as well. And it seems like she's down. Seems like she's just down for the ride. And you know what I'm saying, we don't want that for him. Like, that's gonna be in the back of our heads when he gets drafted number 3 overall. I'm projecting like he's gonna be number 3 overall. To whoever it is. That's gonna be in the back of my head.
Does that worry you as a GM, Cravante? Will you still draft him?
It's concerning. I'm still drafting. His talent is absurd, so I'm still drafting him. But we have to realize, like, hey, you need to have a conversation with him. Like, yo, this is how it works in the NFL. She is a negative impact on his life, and also, I got to get one of my brothers on the podcast because he played in the NFL, and he was telling me, like, hey, in the NFL, once you get drafted and all that, they have a conversation with you, and they have to have a conversation with your family. Those people who you immediate family, I'm talking like your sisters, all the women. I'm talking like mother, a close aunt, sisters, and wives. They have a conversation with them like, hey, this is how this goes. This is what you can do. This is what you can't do. And if she's engaged, a fiance, she would have to be in that conversation too. Like, hey, you can't just do whatever you want. You are associated with somebody who's in the NFL. You got to play this. If you want to be here, this is what you got to do. All right. And if he does something crazy, these are a list of things and people you can call because he's associated with the NFL. They got resources out the wazoo. You know what I'm saying? So the mother, sister, wives, fiance, they get these conversations. I don't know if she's gonna take that conversation well, because it's almost like you gotta tell her what to do. You tell her what to do. She seems like she's young and free and want to live her life, which is cool. But as an NFL wife, you can't do anything you want. So, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be interesting to have. So as a GM, I'm still drafting them, but I'm saying, like, hey, how is this gonna mess you up? Because we gotta pay you a lot of money. Is this gonna mess up the investment? Can you still do your job effectively with this person in your life? Because all they gotta do is pull up the Instagrams with her, the videos, and all this and that, and be like, yo, make us feel good about this before we invest all this money into you. Because the talent's off the hook. You know what I'm saying? But who you hang around is very important. Many of careers have been destroyed because of the inner circle of, whatever player, fill in the blank. So, Travis Hunter, we just want the best for you, man. We want to see you do well. We want to see you thrive. You know what I'm saying? And, just as a young black man, we want to see you do well. Don't fall in this pit, this deep pit hole that other brothers have fallen into, bro. Just look around you, man. Just look around you for 1 second. Just look around you. See what's going on. But yeah, man. Those are my top 3 goofies. Oh, one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
She had said in an interview that while she be at these parties, he's outside the car waiting on her. I don't know if he said it or they both pretty much confirmed it. But
yeah,
while she in the parties doing her, he in the car waiting for her.
Yep.
Outside. Like, he ain't Travis Hunter. Like, he can go in there and shut down the party. For real. Cause he him. But he in the car with the car running, waiting for her. I'm just, it's too much, man. It's too much, man. I want the best for you, Travis. I want the best for you, man. But those are my 3. My top 3. I'll go, Byron.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, we want the best for Travis too. Just was wondering, with draft season approaching, how GMs are going to do things like that. So it'll be important that he goes to a strong organization with great leadership.
Listen, man, and at the top of the draft, it ain't a lot of them.
No.
You know, the Jaguars gonna be up there, the Browns gonna be up there. They may not even do their proper due diligence in doing this background check appropriately. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he go to the Browns, my heavens, will he be there in the next 5 years? 4 or 5 years, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta go to a GM, you gotta go to an organization that cares. And you know, it's like I said, it's not a lot of them, especially in top Tennessee. These are teams that's a possibility that's going to draft you.
Right.
So, I mean, but anyway, those are the top three. Travis Hunter, Drake, with his action suit, diet lawsuit against Universal Music Group. And of course, Diddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, the Diddler, whatever, Brother Love, whatever the folks is calling him. Those are my three goofies of the year. And y'all know my line. There's a thin line between goofy and great. And these brothers are all on the wrong end of it. They got to do better, man.
Gosh, something wrong here.
Stupid. Just stupid.
Well, now that's goofy.
Jam. Oh, jam.
Well, Crevonte, another year down. Another set of goofies, I'm sure, on the way. What can the people expect in 2025?
More goofiness, man. That's what you can expect. It's happening. It's gonna happen. One thing we know, we gonna come across a bunch of goofy folks, a bunch of goofy events. Excuse me, and a bunch of goofiness between people, events, times. It's gonna happen. Trump is president again. I'm sure it's gonna be some goofiness with that. It's so much. But however it falls, however it unfolds, we are going to talk about it here on the Flex Zone. We're gonna be here for it, man. I don't know. We may have some more goofy trades. We're gonna see how the NBA finishes out. The NFL is always gonna be in there somewhere, right? So it's gonna be a lot, but we're gonna talk about all of it.
If you made it this far in the video, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment. Let us know your favorite moment from 2024, sports, non-sports, any suggestions for goofies. We always take suggestions for goofies of the week on the flagship podcast. And Crevonte and the rest of the crew, we will talk about it. I'll let you sound off on the final word, Crevonte.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Here's the 2025. The Flex Zone podcast has been growing. It's going to continue to grow. I expect nothing but big things from us. We're going to push out the content that you all know and love. Breaking news, AEW, Commanders, Ravens, previews, post games. We get into the playoffs. It's going to be fun. Like, subscribe, comment, lock in your seat. Let's get on this roller coaster because it's going to be a ride. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Love my team, love my crew. And yeah, let's go into 2025. Jumping their feet first, man.
Couldn't have said it better myself. 2025 will be even bigger than 2024, which was our biggest year ever. And we're starting this today. First of the year, Goofies of the Year, wall-to-wall playoff coverage, and much more. Crevonte, appreciate you, my brother. He is a senior producer. He is the co-founder of the TheYear podcast and the Commandalorian. And it's the only place giving you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
Calling out the goofiness as always, the captain of the goofy ship, Crevonte Baby. Have a good day, everybody. Happy New Year. Like, subscribe, comment down below. We'll see you throughout the year with more goofiness and more content on the Flex Zone podcast. Have a good day, everybody.
Go Commanders!